Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Hot Readings, and today we're going to get into another one. This one's going to be, why are they the way that they are? Is it like some past life, multi-universe situation? Is it current circumstances? Is it programming? Just like what is up with this person, you, them, whoever it is, whomever it concerns, okay? We have three options here. We have a potluck mix of cards, so tarot and oracle, little papari and oracle in there. We have the tree moss agate, we have Unakite, and we have red Jasper. Go ahead and pick one of these, and I will see you on your timestamp. Hey, for those who chose the first group, we have the tree moss agate here. Let's go ahead and see what is going on. Why is this person the way that they are? We have mailbox, eyes, and butterfly. So this person, they tend to receive the energy that others put on them. They tend to ingest others' energy. They can tend to mimic it. It could definitely be like socially learned behavior going on with this person. So for example, this person would have been drastically different had they been like born and went to like even a different school district or something. Now, of course, to a certain effect, people's environment affects them, but some people really are the same person they would be regardless of where they were kind of raised or, something of that nature. They have the same kind of basic personality that they would have, same mindset, values that they would have regardless, right? You get people like myself who have traveled and moved a lot of places, but still have that same core of self that maintains. This person is someone who could be completely different, just being in a slightly different social environment. Okay, they're very, very affected by social feedback. This is somebody who, because of the feedback that they receive from others, can completely change who they are and what they're doing. Yeah, it seems to be even confirmed here as we look at more cards. 3 of Cups reverse, 4 of Cups. So this is a person who, again, 2 of Wands reverse, they have no free will. They don't have willpower. They don't really harvest anything for themselves. 7 of Wands reverse here. This person can have loser mentality. They feel like they have to join into others to win. Now, some of them, because they're this kind of person, they might isolate actually. People can be good at hiding their weaknesses. So I've talked about before, some people who seem very independent and they're always very, very isolated can be the very people who are codependent in some ways, right? Very, very codependent. So this is this kind of vibe with this person. They might seem like they have some like individualism or streak like that, but really they seem very wounded and aware about, do I fit into the group? Do I not? This could be the person who seems like an underdog, but if they have the shot at being very popular, they will go for it. If they thought that they could win and they could be the one on top, they would go for it and try to dominate, but they have very weak willpower. So they're kind of subjected to like the conditions that others put them into. Yeah, we have fear here. Kalima. So they never have the epic change that they need. They don't fight back. This person could have also been bullied. I do feel like this person though is very sensitive and they perceive any time that someone doesn't slightly accept them socially or like them or be attracted to them. It reminds me of like Libra energy. We have strong water signs here as well. We also have weekend fire placements. So people who have like a Leo moon, a lot of Leo moons are highly insecure. They want the power, they want the drama, they want to get the attention of the Leo suns, but they're very vulnerable about trying to get it. So it's kind of like this person has a lot of vanity, a lot of need to be like connected with others, independent. They have a lot of these other qualities, but they tend to look for other people to make that happen for them, and they tend to feel sad, insecure, resentful, upset if they can't connect with others in that way. So all of their motivations would be a reaction to trying to fit in and connect, trying to have some kind of social power or clout, trying to have people like them, trying to move in that kind of way. Versus, let's say, healing, versus actually being a mediator. This person might seem to mediate situations, but it's because they want everyone to like them in the situation, or they feel like they need something to do. So they might identify with a certain role in the group because that's the way they feel they can fit in, not because that's the role they actually think that they should do. All right. So this person needs a lot of self-care. They do need to ground to take care of themselves. Some of you pick this for yourself. And so there's encouragement for this person to learn how to take care of themselves, especially if at times they did have bullying and stuff go on, to nurture themselves, to look at things in the long run. Don't take every social interaction as if this is the final say of humanity, like against my soul. And you know what I mean? This person could be very like, they see the tree and not the forest whatsoever. And they're like, wow, someone didn't like my outfit today and they laughed at me, so now everything's over, right? All of humanity's bad. I'll never be loved. There can just be like a major spiral with this person. So I feel like let's get some more like supportive messages, because maybe this is someone you really care about. This could be yourself. Like, let's just not leave them hanging. What are some things we can do? They said first thing is to get rid of corrosive negative social behaviors. This is kind of like my Dorian Gray card here. So not idealizing negative social and beauty standards is what will actually free this person up. This person could be very afraid of letting go of those standards because they're like, no, I want to fit them. I want to fit them. I want to have the power and the attention other people have. But those standards is exactly what keeps them under the boulder and under people's foot. They don't realize that the people that they might envy who feel free from social dynamics and who seem so attractive are the ones who they're like, F the social and beauty standards, right? I'm gonna live my life, right? So they can have this kind of antagonistic response with the people they admire who have the freedom they don't have, but they could also look down at that person for like kind of shirking the social system. So again, kind of negative, lower vibrational Libra kind of vibes. So, or even like Capricorn or Cancer. So here this is saying, first step to really help yourself, like know that it is a smart thing and it is the healing, cool, pretty thing to do to get rid of those corrosive beauty standards, okay, and social standards. It also says stop trying to talk it out with others. When people are energy vampires, when they're not nice people, when they're bullies, don't try to fix it. Don't try to fix them and be like, but if I just talk to them one more time, they'll understand that I'm a good person. They'll understand that they should accept me. They'll understand that they should date me. Don't look for validation. If you're this person in this group, don't do that anymore, okay? Don't try to reason with people who the mindsets that they're in are unreasonable at the moment, okay? Because it's just going to feed into this dynamic, and once again, you'll feel powerless, and then it's not going to help you get out of the cycle. All right, if you're dealing with this person, it could say, don't let this person's lack of respect for themselves drain you. If this person really doesn't want to hear it, it can be impossible. Let me plug this camera in. It can be impossible to change their mind. So if they're in that space where they're like, no, this is the way the social system is, like I want maybe that Gemini energy, right? I want everyone to like me. I want it to go this way. They're saying here, don't get caught up trying to argue with them. Don't get caught up lowering your sense of respect to try to get this person to stop being this role if this is what they want to do, because they'll go back and forth. They'll just Jekyll and Hyde the situation, or they'll just straight out tell you, well, I'm going to keep hanging out with these people. I'm going to keep, this is what I want. I have to be accepted here. And then you might see behind the scenes where they're hurting themselves, they're sad, they're depressed, they're upset, but then they go right back to the same group of people trying to get the attention and, the clout or whatever it is. This is also saying watch your intimate encounters. So with energy vampire here, this could be that you could be a confident person, but let's say this is your partner, and then after having physical exchanges with them, energetic exchanges and all these different communications, your health, your physical health goes down, because this person might not physically take care of themselves well, your energy goes down because this person will drain other people, because remember, they feel empty, they feel overloaded and stagnant with their energy with the Four of Cups, but they feel drained in social situations. So anytime that they can get a filler, a pick-me-up, maybe whether it's a cosmetic filler or an emotional filler, they'll take it, is kind of the vibe here. So this is saying watch out trying to excuse these things because of physical intimacy or some physical results here. Like they're in a fancy kitchen, so it's like, oh, like I'll have a nice house with this person, maybe because they are a clout climber, or I will, have someone physically to lay beside me. So I'll just tolerate that they're like this, okay? So there's some big things to look out for. They're saying if you're this person or if you're dealing with this person, just be aware that what they want makes them sad. What they want makes them sad, and that's what they have to change, is their wants and their desires. They'll feel like it's a trick, like you're trying to trick me to not go after these wants and desires because you just want it for yourself, right? You'd want all the beauty and the whatever for yourself. You want the social clout for yourself, but they don't understand when they're in that mindset. No, we're actually trying to help you. You shouldn't want to go sit at the table with your bullies. Like, you shouldn't chase like completely inharmonious, harmful so-called beauty standards, that are like literally destroying your physical body. Okay, so this is kind of when someone's chasing Venus. Venus is our wants and desires, right? Some vanity, some kind of earthly goal, but they're really not believing that that's not the goal to chase. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. What's going on with this person? I think that this is something that, people can get out of this vibration. They can get into a different energy and motivation, but this is at the core of the situation, okay? Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose Unakite, let's go ahead and see, why is this person the way that they are? All right, could be more sarcastic, but it could be also good things. Okay, so let's see what wants to come out. It's Aries season when I'm filming this, so watch out. We have sand, chest, and bread. What? This person looks like they're a treasure chest. We got the bread here. Okay, this person has very abundant energy. They have I always talk about like a cosmic karmic bank. Like we have check into the universe, be like your good luck bank that you have kind of vibe. This person has a lot. They have a lot of treasure stored up for them from really good deeds that they've done. A lot of abundance, and not just like vague abundance, not just like some random luck, but very situational things as well. So they could have where it's like, okay, they're gonna get a mansion when they're 46 years old. They're going to get like help from somebody who owns a horse farm. Like there could be specific, things where they've really, really helped others, and people have granted them in the collective some kind of wishes, signed positive, rewarding karmic contracts with them, things of this nature. This person has had a huge heart. This could be someone who they're either really old soul or they've just lived like they were. They've made really good use of the lifetimes that they've had and what they've done in this lifetime. They've really, really given a lot of time and energy and resources to others and opened up in that way. So they're coming from a place of being a very, very blessed and well-marked person, a very well-rewarded person. The spirit world is aware. The spirit world's aware of everyone, but this person, they have a certain shine to them, as this is a person with a lot of gold stars. They've done very well. They've had a lot of people leave them good reviews. Remember, everything we do in the physical world is reflecting. So yeah, this person, everything we do in the physical world is reflecting what goes on in the spiritual world. So we leave each other reviews, we leave each other cosmic feedback, right? We either refute or support a soul's growth and give feedback on that. So this person has excellent cosmic feedback from others, and where people were either like fam, I owe you a meal next lifetime because thank you so much for helping me out. My wagon broke down, my horse was tired. You gave me a bushel of apples past lifetime, you gave me your little canister of water. I thank ye. So there's something like this. We even have a universal card talking here. Yeah, in order to awaken the world, must not be afraid to get your shine on. So this person has the shine. They have psychic ability. Their aura has a shine to it. When they walk into a place, humans notice their aura. Animals notice their aura. The spirit world notices their aura, okay? And it's like, whoa, there's someone that blessings. Look at this. Wow, they can have blessings from abundance deities, love deities, water deities, river beings. Yeah, with the bird or air kingdom. This is a very blessed person. And this sand was reminding me of bird seeds, scattering bird seeds, so they can have good deeds from animals. Like I was just giving the example, like feeding a horse, taking care. So it's not just humanity that's left good feedback, like betterment and blessing sent to this person, but it's also the animal kingdom, the elemental kingdoms, things like that. Wow, people's higher selves and higher councils, evolution, information, potential, people's spirit guides. We have universe again. See, they have a shine in the universal energy feedback. Wow, we have the stars bearing witness as well. Ascended masters, spiritual beings, people's guides. All right, Page of Wands. Even the little ornery kids in the village were like, that person's cool. An ally, a champion on your behalf. Holy cow. King Helmet. Some of you, this person has been somebody who's been very renowned before. They've been someone who was a high elder, a high leader, someone that had leadership, maybe even royalty at a certain point, and they did well with it. Yeah, and I don't feel like it was just an insulated situation where this person was like a ruler, a leader, and then like just that little sect of people gave them good reviews, but the rest of the world were like, they sucked. I feel like here it was the one who, like, they were seen worldwide to be a good person and a good leader. We have number 22, and I'm looking over here actually to these other cards, and I'm seeing number 22 as well. So this person has really ascended and done well in a lot of spiritual things. Okay, they've learned a lot of spiritual lessons. They've given back. Maybe they helped and were a great leader in times of like famine, different things that were going on, sandstorms, dust storms, natural weather disasters. They were somebody that lived again, they lived their life fully. They made use of their time even when they lived very, very short lives. So they were somebody who even elders would turn to, and they're like 17 years old, they're 14 years old, they're 12, they're 22, whatever it is. But they came in with cosmic knowledge. They were very instinctual. They were ready to, it's like even when they were a newer soul, they were ready to act as if like they already were an elder. They're just a soul that already had a certain level of being able to assess situations and understand people and do what was best for everybody and really help. They've just always had a certain amount of shine to them, that golden child energy to them. So yeah, you might be like, well, I'm asking about somebody who, like, I don't like them this lifetime, or they're not acting the best. And I'm like, why are they the way that they are? It could be that this person, this lifetime they get to act out. You see that a lot with certain zodiac signs. Certain people that I've seen that have like Pisces moons, they can take it too far. It's like they were good people in past lives and they've never really cut up. And this lifetime, they're like, everything is for me. They kind of want to act like group one's motivation, where they kind of just decide, you know what, this lifetime I'm going to explore fighting and vanity and like all the surly, like horrible emotions that a human being can feel. Because I've never done that. So I'm going to be like the one who acts up in the family. I'm going to be the troublemaker. You guys owe me. And the universe is like, yeah, you guys do owe them. And you guys are kind of like, yeah, we do. I've seen families like that where to this day it still stumps me, but you can definitely tell that like they just agree and say, well, we've always allowed this sibling to act like this. Like the other siblings aren't even jealous. They're just like, that's how we've always let them act. It's just how it is. They get it even if no one else does. Why do you guys just let this sibling get whatever they want and just everyone kind of caters to them? But they sense we owe this sibling this. We just know it. So, just leave us alone. It's our thing. So there's this kind of dynamic here where this person might have, where you're like, why do they get away with certain things, or why do they get more chances to mess up than other people? This wouldn't be in regards to something like privilege or something like that, although they might be awarded or seem to get different things. But this is more in interpersonal situations. People will sense I owe this soul something, so I'm gonna let them off the hook, whereas maybe I wouldn't let someone else off the hook. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose the third pile, red Jasper, let's go ahead and see, why is this person the way that they are? I just crack up whenever I say that or think it. It's Aries season, good time to film it. So let's see. We have moth, stone, and Ankh. That's interesting. When I saw this flip over and I thought it said storm. This person's very set and ingrained to go towards like anything that seems chaotic that draws them, okay? This person, they're set for life. To them, it seems practical. So if you're like, this person is drawn to the most hectic situations, like they just out here hectic AF. To them, they're like, isn't this normal? Do we not all do this? So good luck. You're like, oh gosh, I'm gonna click off. All right. This person, it's saying like before they came into this earth, into this lifetime, their soul is already like this. They make a lot of detours. They're just on their own spectrum of energy. They do their own thing. They have their own weirdness. They have their own way. You know, it's almost like too, this person could even, I guess they need a little cleansing. They need a little help. They need the help of an elder. This soul has had some unique journeys. Okay, they've had some unique pings around the universe, ping-ponging around. Okay, so they don't always get the way that people are in this realm. They definitely could be some of the higher, crystal, rainbow, indigos, and beyond children. They're those kind of, but even in their generation, they break off from that energy as well. They could resonate as or express as being on a different type of spectrum here as well, with the way they communicate, the way they think, the way they identify. For sure, because to them, they're just like, what? Well, this doesn't make sense in the other like 97 realms and lifetimes that I lived in. Like, why don't you guys communicate this way? Or why don't you learn this way in this realm? So they are set to go towards this, their own kind of thrumming noise, their own kind of vibrational energy. And that is something that they're like, it's like a homing pigeon. That's their true north. Their true north is set differently than others, okay? So they might reflect a little bit of kind of the programming and teaching around them, but not all. It says, when I honor my feelings, I find power in powerless situations. So they could feel like this world, it doesn't always feel safe. It doesn't let them honor themselves. They feel like in order to fit in and just like exist being here, that they constantly have to get rid of like how they actually feel, how they actually think, what is really important to them, what they actually believe. Their energy is just very different. For a lot of them, I don't think that they've been like on Earth a lot, or that they've been like human, as we would say it a lot. It does look like there's been a lot of times that they've crossed over on a different plane. This is an Aquarian card, so different star planes, star realms, things like that, okay? But yeah, so this person, their energy is just in a different, like, set point. They also don't get why people don't protect those who are weird or different more. Their natural thought is like, we should do that. We should all be able to be unique individuals and be like protected and looked after doing so. Like they have this energy like, I want to go out of life being who I really am. So now their response to this, if they have to fit in, this person could be ruthless. Like they could have that vengeance kind of energy where they're like, if I have to fit in, everybody has to, because it's such a sacrifice and I have to put on such a mask and I have to go so far to pretend to fit in, that I am just going to be like the hall monitor to everybody, and everybody else better have to fit in too. So this could be that kind of person where you know that they're different too, but they are like zoning in on everybody else who is different and getting them in trouble. That would be a negative expression. The other side of this that could be very extreme, and this is a person who they're an extremist in how they feel. They're like really about this energy of like being an individual in the collective kind of vibe. So the other side of that could be where this person is an actual rebel. Like this person could be the person who's like helping people like get across borders and helping people like get free from abusive relationships, helping people go and move to where they can live outside the closet and they don't have to be hiding their identity. They're helping people find freedom in situations that are really negative, getting away from war. Like this person could be an intense revolutionary. They could really put themselves out on front lines. They could really go undercover to help others be free. And again, to them, they're like, how could everybody not do this? Like, how could you not just help people be free and be who they are? So internally, a very, very rigid in the way that they believe how they believe. Okay, now you want to look at this person on which soul level are they on. If they are not a soul that in general is personally very aware and well-rounded, they could be someone who's a revolutionary for the wrong cult or spiritual beliefs, political beliefs, or something like that, and is like, you know, warmongering and stuff because they have this intense belief of like, this is who I've been, this is the type of people or existences I've always connected with, so this is what I rigidly believe. That again would be more the lower vibration of that. Okay, those who are on the higher vibration of this will be like, well, I've lived so many different types of being, you know, I've been so many different types of, you know, creatures and things like that, and I've had so many different life experiences that it makes me more open-minded to make sure that other people can live with freedom as well. But this person does have a hard time in this world trying to be who they really are. Let's go ahead and get some advice for those in case you pick this pile for yourself. You can help yourself, or if you're really interacting with this person, what is some advice for this situation? Okay, advice here. Oh, okay, we have a little pile of cards that jumped out. Ethers, yeah, they're a very higher self spiritual person. They're saying, okay, so for those of you who you know this is a good person, they're saying protect them, protect yourself and protect them. This could be a person that they don't get a lot of nurturing from others. They get a lot of people. So for those of you who this is like the person who helps others, they risk things, they care for others, they're out here doing revolutionary things. This person gets like left high and dry by people a lot. They miss out on a lot of nurturing. They have people give them curses instead of blessings. Like, how dare you stir up things just because, oh, one family was starving in the community. Oh, big deal. Why don't you just be quiet instead of making us feel bad, right? Like, that's how people treat them. And so they get where there's not enough blessings on their head that there should be. Okay, so you can help this person by letting them hear you, bless them, support them, openly show them affection. This could be the person who, because they're different, it makes people uncomfortable. Even in school, let's say if this person learned differently, whether they were a genius or whether they struggled in school because they think differently, that people were kind of a little standoffish. They might go to them for tutoring and help and want like a little cool, weird factor, but they weren't close to them. And they didn't, maybe they were jealous or they just didn't know how to interact with this person. So this person really does well with like people who will genuinely show them, yes, like show them love, like we appreciate you. It's noticed that you've been sacrificing for others. It's noticed that it's not that this person will ask for it. It's almost like they're like, huh, this person looks interrupted in their work, like, thank you for saving these people. What? That's weird. I'm just doing my job. It's kind of reminds me of like a firefighter or something, right? Like, thank you for risking my life. It's what I do. Like, but they do need that on a soul level. They need to know that they're appreciated by the collective. They need to know, hey, I noticed that you like gave your lunch to a coworker who seems to be on hard times like every day this week. Like, thank you. Let me buy you a meal? They don't get that kind of energy from the collective enough. They could also have where parents or different people put cursing on their head instead of blessings. If this is your child, they're going to be really rebellious. It's saying put blessings on their head. Don't forget how strong your protection is. This child chose you out of the ethers to come to you for some reason. They could be tough to nurture because they're always putting themselves in dangerous situations or reckless situations, or they're just different than people. So you could be terrified because they're always standing out and rocking the boat in certain ways. But their heart as well. Their heart as well. For those of you, I think a lot of people are on the positive side of this reading, okay? So know that. Let's flip over a few cards and then I'll talk about if you're dealing with the person on the negative side of this, okay? Yeah, devotion, moon phases. They need to see continuous love and support even as they are changeable and growing. They need to see continuous devotion. This is somebody who they can react very volatilely with people who are showing anger at them. Their Uranus, Mars, Pluto energy is very, very high. They can tolerate extremes of things. They can tolerate extreme danger and anger, and they can go into violent situations. Again, they can be big helpers that way. But they also can kind of spiral in that energy or lose kind of their human touch sometimes. So letting them know like that you can connect with them in a human way, letting them know that, you can give them a hug or do something to help ground them and show physical, daily, continuous love, support, caring, and just kind of like almost like just taking things casually with them, like that everything isn't, they got something wrong, a social faux pas, and so now you're going to be mad at them for 3 days every single time that they forget. This could even be somebody who has, let's say they have Tourette's, or they have some other social interacting kind of way of being. I don't even want to use the word. There's because I don't like the person it's named after, but they could be Aspie. Okay, we know the full word. We need to change what that's called, but because that person it's named after is a jerk. But they could have something like that. Okay, and so letting them know, you might get frustrated personally. You're an individual. You're a human too. Interacting with them, it's understandable, but letting them know that you still love them even when they forget and they don't socially interact right, or when they take a risk that scares you because they're trying to help others. You're like, why in the world did you just scale the apartment to save that cat? You should have let somebody else come, or whatever. Remembering that you see the good in them, that you understand when they're overwhelmed and they kind of melt down, will really, really help. And again, this could be towards yourself, being forgiving to yourself when you don't quite fit in, when you're awkward, when you get social interactions wrong, when you get mad sometimes. This group, they have a temper. They have a ferocious temper, but generally it's going to be because of things like unfairness, true injustice, things like that. Okay, now if you're dealing with somebody on the negative side of this is like kind of beware. Know that this person will expect a lot of absolute devotion towards what they believe in. So this could be like religious extremists, things like that. They will expect, like, they will offer protection if you accept their spiritual belief, and you're going to do now and afterwards what they want in their spiritual belief. Otherwise, they will take away their blessing from your head, and they will be cruel instead of nurturing. They will show you the intense side of violence, or you're the enemy, you're the evil. They'll make you out to be the devil card. Okay, so if you are dealing with someone who you already know is a negative person, you're like, why are they the way that they are? They would be on the lower soul vibration of this group, and they could be very caught into very toxic, demolishing, violent, like militant kind of beliefs in their spiritual dynamics or something. The easy example would be like a religious cult kind of thing, or like a political cult kind of thing, following dictators, that kind of thing. And then that would be, something that you want to stay away from. And you might notice, even if you have like a casual kind of interaction with this person as a neighbor, coworker, or family member, you would notice that, yeah, as soon as they realize you don't believe what they were to believe or whatever, then they would see you as, oh, okay, so you're the enemy, you're the devil talking, that kind of vibe, right? And so that wouldn't be helpful, and they might not include you in their welcoming that they give others. Okay, but I feel like for a lot of you, this person is on the higher vibrational side, and they're the one who's often been villainized and things like that, and they really just need some more support and blessings, and just the right to be included, and the right to be themselves in this world, because they're definitely a soul that will do a lot of ferocious, I just keep getting that word, like ferocious, intense work that many people don't want to do to help others. They really, really will. And they need to just know that they're loved and supported, and it's okay that they see things differently, and that they deserve protection, and that they should take care of themselves. They should. And find, a little balancing point with not being too destructive with their emotions, because their feelings are so big. All right. So that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.